Okay, so good morning, everyone. I know it's dark. Yeah. And Happy New Year. It's 2022, and we hope that everything will be all right and really, really get back to normal, worry free. Nothing. It will be more peaceful and more, calm this new year. Okay, so we're going to start. Okay, so right now I think that we can just start the streaming on time instead of open the streaming before 10 minutes before. Okay, so we know what to do, right? So walking meditation. Let us walk peacefully. So you may stay where you are and be mindful on your breathing. Okay, so now I have to get the. Okay, so now let us turn to the Buddha, and we are going to take three full bows, and this is the way we respect the Buddha. So half bow first. Okay, so let us sit down. Have a seat on your cushion, and we know what to do. But if you don't know, then let us just here follow the instruction. So yeah, whether you're sitting on the cushion or on a chair, so you may find a best posture that is most comfortable, most stable, long lasting. It means that you don't have to shift or worry about your posture or shifting your posture, right? Hey. And take away your eyeglasses, your watch, anything that you feel tightened or not comfortable. So sit straight through your spine, shoulder relaxed. You can press your chin down a little bit. You may keep your eyes half opened, or you may close your eyes. So if you are afraid of, kind of like sleeping through the whole meditation sessions, you may, keep your eyes half opened and have a soft gaze down through your nose. Take 3 deep breaths, fresh air in, and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, let us relax ourselves from head to toe. So relax your scalp, your forehead, and your eyebrows. Relax your eyes and nose. Relax your cheeks and lips. Relax your ears and down to your neck and shoulders. Relax your arms and all the way down to your fingertips. And just relax. Relax your chest and abdomen. Relax your back and your lower back. Relax your legs and all the way down to your toes. Relax. So now we have relaxed ourselves from head to toe. Now we are going to do it one more time. And this time we're going to do it from outside in as a whole. So let us relax our hairs and skin. Relax your muscles, your nerves, and your blood vessels. Relax your bones and joints. Relax your inner organs and your brain. So now we have relaxed ourselves from head to toe and outside in. So now it is the perfect time for us to practice meditative concentration. So we are using breath counting or mindful breathing as these techniques to reach concentration or to focus. So either or you may use one of them. Okay, so let us practice this for a while. So let us be mindful. open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. So after taking 3 deep breaths, and let us do the transitional warm down exercise by swaying your body. You can bend down to the front and back. So when you're leaning back or bending back, so just as far as possible, so don't stretch yourself too much. And you can do this, spreading your shoulders. Okay, and do the turns. So actually, you can feel when you're turning, you can feel the pulling of several parts of your muscles. So actually, you can ease, if your legs is not comfortable or it feels asleep, then by turning it, it can wake your legs up. Okay, so then rub your hands together to each other until it gets warm, and cover your palms or cover your eyes with your palms. Roll your eyes. Rub your face with your hand gently. And you may comb your head with your fingers. Pull your ears. And massage your shoulders and neck. So you can use your thumb to kind of like massage the back of your head and also the back of your neck. It's kind of like pinching. And rub your hands with your rub your hands together. Okay, then put your palms against your lower back and then rub it. Then you can release your legs and massage your leg. Hey. Okay, so what I would like to do is to pull these forward. Okay. Oops. Okay, so hey. I know there because I'm in the main shrine, so it echoes a lot. So I hope by pulling myself towards the microphone. It can, avoid some of the echoes and you can hear me well. So I would like to share with you about some stories or some stories about the sixth patriarch. I think that we have mentioned that last few classes or few sessions. Okay, and so it's kind of like a to be continued stories. Okay, uh, so our sixth patriarch is very often mentioned. That is because he was the patriarch, the only patriarch that kind of like make the Zen schools or Zen traditions much more well known at that time. Right? So he got more than a lot, okay, a lot of disciples, okay? And then those disciples got different practices because they have different inspirations. So they have different, kind of like practices, and eventually it began. It became two main practices, right, or five main practices before, but right now there are two main practices. Right? If you have very good knowledge on the Japanese Zen tradition, I think that you have heard about Zodo Zen and Renzai. Okay, Renzai. Okay. Zodo is 曹洞 in Chinese. Okay, and but same kanji. Kanji means the Chinese or the the squared the square characters that is often used among the East Asian countries, including Japanese, Korean, and China, or among the Chinese community. It means that it's not just in China, that area, right? But including Taiwan, Chinese Chinese community in Singapore, in Malaysia. Okay, so everyone uses these type of writing systems. Okay, so it's called Chinese, of course. Okay, so it was being called kanji in Japanese, okay, but it is Chinese characters. Right, so we share the same Chinese the characters, but different pronunciation. Okay, one is pronounced in Japanese, one is pronounced in Chinese, and sometimes you will hear it very, very similar, right? And sometimes Korean also shares the same characters, right? Before, but right now they have their own, their own writing systems. Okay, so but if you know Chinese characters, that is an advantage for you to learn Korean, because it simply can just translate it into Chinese and then convert it, or you can just pronounce it in Chinese a little bit off, and it becomes Korean. Okay. Okay, so okay. Anyway, so this is not the point. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the sixth patriarch has a very, very strong influence to the recent or the modern Zen schools. Okay, so we know that Bodhidharma is the first patriarch, can be considered as first patriarch of in Chinese Chan traditions, but the one who anchors or make the tone, okay, or kind of like he is the one who has set the tone of Zen schools in China or in East Asia is the Sixth Patriarch. Right? So his name is Hui Neng. Right? Hui Neng. Right? And Venerable Master Hui Neng. Right? He was born in a very, very southern part of China, which at that time is considered a very, very rural area. So I think that I have mentioned that. Right. So it can be taken just like when you are in the Roman Empire, right? And then you might think that in people in Norway, Norwegian, okay, is a barbaric, okay, or people in I don't know where else, okay, some part of northern or like northern part uh, um, of Europe at that time in Roman Empire, then it can be called barbarian, right? The people there. Okay, so the place where the fifth patriarch is uh, was the kind of like a central part um, of of the culture, just like Roman Empire, like the capitals there, okay, and then there is the satellite cities, right? Okay, so Roman Empire, very, very big, right? So at that time, in Tang Dynasty, we know that it is very big. Also, the territory is big, but the center of the culture or the center of the the uh, the the economy political center, okay, is usually at the center part of the China, which is right now we can call it Wuhan. That is also a very, very centered one, and then also we can say Luoyang, okay, in Hebei. Okay, and also Beijing is not even the center, considered the center part of the city, of the culture or the political center at that time in Tang Dynasty. So it's kind of like lower part. Okay, so Xi'an, yeah, okay. So at that time, the southern part of China was very, very, it was being considered as a very uncultural and a very, very rural city. So Venerable Master Huineng was born there. Okay. So at that time, he was a poor kid. Okay. But his parents, right, was actually was an we can't say that it is elective officials, okay, but he's once an political or kind of like something about politics. Right, he works in the government, but because of something happened, he was being laid off. Okay, so and when you're being laid off at that time in China, because of the specific crime, especially in political reasons, right, then you will be, kind of like sent to the very, very rural places, right? And you will not be able to go back to the, political or economic center. Okay, so that is how Venerable Master Huinen's parents being gone through. Okay, so he was born in Lingnan, which is Guangdong, right, the very southern part of China. And of course, he was, because of his parents, right, his childhood can be said was not really good. Okay, because when you're it's just kind of like excommunicate, right? Okay, in Europe at that time, in the Dark Age. Okay, so if you were excommunicated by the by the 教廷, okay, I forgot that how to say that, by the Pope, right? Okay, then you know what to do, what you will, it happens to you, right? Okay, so I think that excommunication is the right term. Okay, so he needs to work at a very young age, and his father died in his early age. So actually, so his mom is the only, a single parent to raise Venerable Master Huinan up. Okay, so and in these circumstances, okay, and he grew up in a strong young boy or a young man, okay, and he was, uh, it was he was doing um, logging, okay, for his own living. Okay, logging. Okay, so 砍柴, yeah, this was logging. Right. But this kind of logging is not, industrial logger, but it is kind of like your go to the deep woods, and then you chop off those, dead stems or lodges, and then carry over down from the hills and sell it out, and exchange it with, with rice or with money. Okay, so he used to log the firewood or pick up the firewood for the hotel or a hotel. So he did that every day. And one time he went in the hotel, and because there were a lot of visitors in the hotels, right? So he was able to hear someone who was chanting the Diamond Sutra. And when Venerable Master Huinan, the young Huinan, heard the sutra, and he was kind of like gotten enlightened. He has an inspirations about the teachings, okay? And he asked the visitors, saying that, oh, what were you chanting? And the visitor said, oh, I was chanting the Diamond Sutra, and this Diamond Sutra was being taught by the Fifth Patriarch. And he said that because I was just I was having business in here, but I was having a business in the place where the Fifth Patriarch was, and I was able to visit him. And according to his teachings, right, if you chant the Diamond Sutra very often and you learn from it, then you can get a very, very good benefit from this sutra. Okay, then so it lures up the young Huinen's interest about meeting this great master, the Fifth Patriarch. And so he said, oh, where was the Fifth Patriarch? He was in up near north, okay, up north in Henan, I think, yeah, okay. So there you go. Okay, like it's about like 1,000 miles, or maybe not 1,000, but maybe 500 miles, like 1,000 miles away. So it's kind of like very, very long, right? Okay, very, very far at that time, because there is no way for you to ride a plane or ride a bus, ride a train, or even ride a bicycle. Okay, no, you have to, walk on foot, right? Okay, so he was, the young Huinan heard that, and he has an interest, and he really wanted to visit and to meet and to, learn from the fifth patriarch. And he said, okay, I have this dream, okay, and I'm going for that. So he settled his mom down, because he's able to acquire a a good amount of money to settle his mom down, right? And according to this, my master's annotation for this part of the story say that this is the first written uh, record of the scholarship. Okay, the scholarship of Zen school. Okay, the first written record. Okay, all right. So after he settled the mom, so the young Huinan headed to north to meet the great master, the fifth patriarch. Okay, then right? Okay, so there's something happens, okay, from fifth patriarch into sixth patriarch, right? There's no no jumping, right? Okay, so what's happening among them? Okay, so at the time he reached the temple where the fifth patriarch resided, the young Huinan it was able to to talk to the fifth patriarch. So he was very lucky, right? Okay, to see the great master. So this is the conversation, and this conversation is full of, we call it Zen, right? And I'm not sure if I can really have a perfect translation on it. Okay, so I will try. Okay, so okay. When during the meeting, of course, the young Huinan take vows to the fifth patriarchs, okay, and after that, the fifth patriarch say, "Hey, where are you from?" Right? Okay. So when you are meeting a new friend, right? Where are you from? Right? Okay. Right. Or yeah, right? Okay. Or you want to open and compelling conversation. Say, "Hey, where are you from?" Right? Okay. So all the conversation starts from where are you from? Or maybe, oh, this is a good day, right? Okay. So this is the conversation. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Lingnan, the southern part of China. Okay. And the fifth patriarch saying, "Oh, that part of place I heard was full of monkey." Right? 个寮, okay, so that means monkey. So that means that, oh, that place was kind of like barbaric, okay, and full of barbarian, okay, monkey, right? Okay. And then the young Huinan said, yeah, whether it is even it is a barbaric place, okay, considered as barbaric place, but okay, the Buddha nature has no differences between, there is no difference between a southern part of people and the northern part of people, right? Because sometimes, okay, so here is something that we can learn from, that sometimes we separate people, right? Okay, so that I think that I have mentioned that we are separating people from where we're from because our accent is different, right? New Yorker has their own accent. The people in the West Coast has their own accent. We, okay, okay. So like immigrants has their own accents. So really, I can tell if you are from if they are Korean or Chinese or Japanese from their English accent. Okay, so I think that if you have you have you have this experience, you can really tell where is he from, right? Okay, from his own accents, from maybe from the way they act, from the words they use, from maybe from the color of their skin, from how they wear, how they treat people, right? Okay, so everything that you can tell, oh, he is from somewhere, right? Okay, so, but here is the main point of the young Huinan told us that even though we were being distinguished by what we were, what we say, what we act, right? When we were being identified, and sometimes we identified ourselves, right? Right. But okay, the the very inner part of us, or the very essence of us, right, has no difference, just like the Buddha nature. So when we said the Buddha nature, it means that our own nature, or our very essence, not accent, okay, essence, that we really have no difference. We don't have really much difference between each others. Okay, so that is the young Huinan replied. His reply to the fifth patriarch. And that surprises the fifth patriarch because this is really unusual, or really transcendent. Okay, it is not an answer from an ordinary man, especially he was maybe being seen as not illiterate, not very in a high end place. Okay, he's not in a well knowledge, right? Then it was really a surprise answer. Right? By the time when the fifth patriarch heard the answer from the young Huineng, he wanted to talk to him even more, but there were too many people around him. Okay, and he was also afraid that sometimes if a very bright person, he was kind of like um, when you are very tall among the group, all right, okay, or you were very, you were you were wearing like me a robe, and in the market, and you will be, you were, kind of like very obvious, right? Everybody knows you, everybody remembers you, right? Okay, so but sometimes everybody envies you, everybody get jealous of you, and everybody trying to put you down. Right? Okay. So that is sometimes, human being, right? Okay. Human. Okay, then so he was afraid of that this young Huinan will be, just learning some sharp language from someone else, or he was really pretty bright man, so he was not sure, and he doesn't want to really, kind of like want the crowd being jealous, or knowing that the master treating a person special, right? So that if someone showing his favor, he's in favor of someone, right? Then if you are, like for example, if you were still in school, or you remember that you were in schools, then if your teacher showing he or she, your teacher, was in favor of some of or one of your classmates, right, then what happened to that person, right? Okay. Okay. So he was kind of like the Fifth Patriarch wanted to, kind of like, okay, so even though he wanted to talk to the young Huinan very much, but the situation won't allow. Right? So he said, okay, so you are a very, very, you are the monkey, or you are a barbarian, okay? You're barbaric, okay? With a very, very sharp teeth. So it means that you are very good at talking back to me, okay? Or kind of like having a good conversation. Okay. So go to the kitchen to help out. Okay, so that means that he was being accepted, but he was being put into not a very important position. So not as a secretary, right? Okay, or the assistants to the abbot, or to the Fifth Patriarch, but just go to the kitchen to maybe doing some kitchen work, and that was the young Huinan being allocated while he was in the temple of the Fifth Patriarch. Okay, so he was doing some laboring work, like how do you say that? 舂米. Okay, so he has to, kind of like a meal, okay, the rice meal. So he is doing the rice meal work. Okay, so like you're grinding all the grains, right? Everything. So things like what the work in the meal does, you can imagine. Right? So he was able to stay at the temple, but he was being put into the kitchen to do or the meal, right? To do the meal. Okay, so this is something that I have mentioned, I think, that last time, if I remembered. Right? So the next meeting, we're going to talk about another occasions. That is very, very important occasions that set or that was being recited or well known by the non-Buddhist Chinese. Okay, so they all know these. Okay, but maybe I think. Okay, so next week. Okay, so now we unfortunately it is kind of like a very, very embarrassing time. Okay. Okay. So I hope that everyone has a great time. Okay, so we are going to take breaks. Then after that, we are going to come back. Or maybe I can just, kind of like sit here. Maybe next time I will be sitting here. And then, how about this? Is it good? Okay. Okay, so I will see you later, but maybe just later. Okay, 2022, New Year. Okay, I hope everyone has a wish already. Okay, and we are looking forward to the um, Chinese New Year, which is February 1st, and this is the new year, right? And we're going to celebrate that. Okay, so I will see you later. Bye. Okay, hello everyone. I am very happy that you are still with me. Okay, so here I would like to just greet everyone, like Sashi, Minjun, Carla. Good morning, everyone. And for those who are still or will be with me, including Dennis, Dan, Jeff. Okay, so I think did I met Linda? Okay, so I hope that I have mentioned everyone. Right, so for those who I didn't mention, I am still I I will be with you. Okay, sometimes I will when I meditate and I will think of you. Okay, there's something in my mind. Okay, so okay, so as we have right here, okay. So during every year, my master will write a calligraphy and writing on a red paper so that we can put it on the main entrance or on our doorway during the new year. Okay, so to this year, because this year is the year of tiger, and you should and every time, oh yeah, uh, last year is the year of ox. So Dennis always sent me the picture of the ox or the buffalo. And so I really appreciate that photo. And so as Carla sending me the sunshine. Okay. And so okay, so to this year is year of tiger. So we know that the tiger is, like it's really, really just like the Lion King, right? Tiger is also very, very fear, strong image. So, or the image represent strength, courage. So this year, my master had written a phrase for New Year, for year 2022. It's called, "May all beings live without fear and coexist in peace." So this is my master's blessing to everyone. And in Chinese, it's called 处事无畏,和平共存. Right? And what does this mean? Master has a note on after he wrote these. He said that in the year 2022, faith will be the strength needed to free us from fear and encourage all to coexist in peace. This is the true path to happiness and peace. Okay, so I hope this will be, it'll be kind of like a motto for us for the rest of the year. Okay, so may all beings live without fear and coexist in peace. Okay, so I think that and he said, my master said, faith is the only way, or is the strength that we can live without fear. And also, we can live together, coexist in peace. So I think this one, faith, not just faith in Buddhism, but faith in humanity, faith in the good quality of people, right? Faith in like in thinking about that we can do it, right? Faith in doing good deeds, speaking good word, having good thoughts, So I think that this is just it is so-called the faith. Right? So it is not about faith in Buddhism, but it's a general terms. Okay? So faith in okay, so that's it. Okay, and then another announcement that right now we are open like on the weekends. So if you would like to come on the weekends, because right now it's pandemic still, but we are open on the pandemic. We're open on the weekends. So if you would like to come over to visit and pay homage to the Buddha, pay respect to the Buddha, or just want to sit a little while in the temple, then you can do the reservation. Okay, so I think that I have made the reservation online. Let me see, but I haven't get any, requests. Okay, let me see. Okay, so of course, this the time is only for those who just want to sit, meditate, or kind of like paying respect to the Buddha at the temple. And the staying time will be no longer than 30 minutes. And we're only open the main shrine and the memorial hall, which is where I'm in right now. So if you would like to come, you may do so. And if you want to talk to me, you are very, very welcome, because I really need someone to talk to me. Okay. Especially in English, because I think that my English is getting worse. Okay. 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 So I really appreciate it. And actually, we were open for the reservation tour already since September. So actually, the temple has hosted several tour, like as a for the seniors, for the schools, especially the college schools. Okay, so right now there are someone who are contacting me about the middle schools, but I'm not sure because right now it is really, really uncertain. Okay, but I'm still looking forward to the bright side. Okay, so and that's it. What else? What else would you like to know me? Okay. Okay. So last stories. This is a story that I have shared with Joshua and Pierce. Those two, young men. How can I call them young men? Okay. Anyway, there are also kind of like a frequent comer to our temple. Okay, so when he was here on the last day of the last day of 2021. Okay, so he was able to I was able to talk to him. Okay, so here is the story that I share with them. Okay, so I have shared with them because the reason why I decided to open up the temple to the tour, because I think that it is very important for them to know us, right? Okay, so mutual understanding cannot be stopped because of the difficult situation such as the pandemic. Okay, so but we really have very, very secure protections. Right? So don't worry. And so we all agreed on, mutual understanding, just like what my master said, that we have to coexist together, right, peacefully. And one way to coexist is because it is due to mutual understanding. I think that this is very important. And so let me share with you something that is very, very interesting. And this is kind of like a pain of, walking out to let everybody know who we are, right? What the Buddhist is, right? Okay. Or a Buddhist. What is Buddhism, right? Okay. So this was the experience that I heard from someone who was first, or who was the first batch, okay, coming here, and we came here in the United States in the 70s, or uh, in the 70s up to 80s. Right? So the first stop that we've been here in the United States is Los Angeles. And right now we know that Los Angeles was, kind of like multicultural, a lot of, a lot of immigrants, right? Okay, different place, people from different places. Okay, so very, very, with a very varied cultures. Okay, so this is the first stop that we have been here in the United States back in the 70s. Right. At that time, we were trying to find a location to build a temple. Okay. And we know that this was the Shilai temple. Right. This is the Shilai temple. Right. So we have several difficulties because we really don't know, like the building codes, how we can get to build a temple, to acquire a land, and then this land should be zoned properly as a religious use. So that was really, really a very, very completely new experience to us. All right, then, so this is something that is really, really interesting. Right? And usually it cracks me also a lot. Okay, so here, so at the time when we are trying to build a temple, we have a strong resistance. We receive a strong resistance from our neighborhood. And I think that it is because they really don't know us, what the Buddha is, or Buddhism is, right? Back in 70s and 80s. Right? That is really, we don't even know who the Buddhists are, right? Okay, so they even thought that we were, kind of like we Buddhists eat dogs, right? But actually we are vegetarian. Okay, and like Buddhist is cold. Right. And if you believe in Buddhism, or you set a temple in the land, then you believe in the Buddhism, then you will go to hell, right? Hell. Okay, so that is the thought at that time, right? But eventually we have an understanding, and an agreement with our neighbors, so we are able to build the temple. And during the construction, there is something that is very interesting, because we have no ideas about, the code, building code, fire protection code. So this is really new for us. So we are learning when we're doing. Okay, so here is the story. When at the first hall, when we were building the first hall, okay, so there are two halls. Right. One is a main hall, just like here right now, where I'm at right now, and then a bigger temple has a first hall. So when people enter the temple, they'll pray in the first hall, then they go up to the main shrine. Okay, so the first hall, just like this, we got a bigger statue, right? Bigger Buddha statue, and then there are different niches. There are small Buddha statue in the niches. So we were building the same format. Right? So we put, a lot of small Buddhas on the wall. After that, after we finish it, we put it on. Then the fire department came and said, "Oh, does this small figure being fireproofed?" And we said we don't know because we don't really have these techniques to get it done to see if it is fireproofed. Okay, then so the fire department get a sample of it and said, and then he came back later and said, no, this is not fireproofed. So sorry, you can put it up. So please take it down. Okay, so we take it down. Every four walls has already been done. Okay, and we have to take it down and get the new one, which is the fireproofed one, and put it up. Okay, so and then after that, after the second time, and the fire department came again and said, "Ooh, okay, very good. The four walls are, great job to you. But how about the bigger Buddha statue? Does this fireproof?" And we said, we don't know, but probably not. Okay, but we are not able to, acquire something that is like this and with the fireproofed. So what do you do? And the fire department is very helpful, and he said, okay, then we can just spray some chemicals that will be, fireproofed. So the fire department helped us to spray that chemical up onto the big Buddha. Okay, so there are five big Bodhisattva statues. So it is a Bodhisattva, statues of Bodhisattvas. And they sprayed it. And that is the stories. Not yet. So after that, after our inauguration, after our temple opens to the publics, and we have tons of tourists, group tours, group tours of religious institutes, schools, a lot of different, temples or churches, right? So they all came to our temple, right? So I learned during the time when I was in the Shilai temple, in that temple, the first temple that we built, right, in America, then I was able to, to be a docent, to make tours. Okay, so one time when I was touring a church group, and I led them to the first hall where it was really fireproofed. Okay, right. And we were talking about, yeah, like that. Okay, then there was one guy raising his hand and said, "Hey, I have a question." Yes. Okay. Tell me. Okay. Ask. Does this big Buddha, right? There are five, right? Does these statues being blessed, right? Okay. So I was kind of like, I don't think so. But I was thinking about, I don't think so. But I said that I am not sure, okay, because I was not witnessing what's happening, right? But I'm very sure that the five statues was being blessed by the fire department. Okay, because they spray their chemicals. Okay. Okay, so our five Buddhas or five Bodhisattva statues was being blessed by the fire department, our dear heroes. So I was very, very grateful for them because they are doing their job. And I have very good stories to share with you. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Now it is like kind of like a talk show right now. Okay, so okay, so just like 40 minutes meditation and then another 50 minutes talk show. Okay, so now we are going to just saying goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Okay, and I'm really, really very grateful that we are able to do so. Are still streaming out our meditation. I know that everyone has your own schedules, and not everyone can really get get back on time, right? But I really appreciate if you are with me right now, or you can, for those who doing the playback. Okay, I really appreciate that. Okay, so even though that is not meditation, but for those who are playing back, please, you can meditate when I am talking. Okay, so now we are coming up, going up, getting up, and then this is very important. We are going to take 3 bows, and we are thanking all the good causes and conditions that made this meditation possible. So I think that this is really a way of gratitude. Okay, so showing my gratitude. Okay, so and I am very grateful for those who are still with me, because you are the fuel for me to do this. Okay, so so let us thank the Buddha and all the good causes and conditions that made this meditation possible. Okay, so thank you very much. And I will see you on next Friday. And the story of the young Hui Neng, the sixth patriarch master, Zen master, will be continued. Okay, bye.